Brian, you guys are basically the ones that helped them. This is why Perlita and the Fourth Amendment have done. And it's not really hard. They did the same thing in Colorado that they did here. Ellery and them and Nor Bernard stacked in their black and their blue and their green to steal from Jay Beswick or Greg Faust. Then Harry and them and Elton ran their red Carney train. Their 3 tubes in the Carney Tinker Dome. But it was already evolved. And so when they grabbed all their stuff and got fucked up, because like I said, they had to exit out. It basically proves that Ellery, like I said, tricked her. And then Perlita sits there and pretends to be the savior with Dave. The 4 of them are nutter. They're rapists, dude. All of them. They set it in and then took everybody's stuff. And then they androided it. And then they sit there and make demands on the city and the world to fix it. Or you and me, Brian. But they exited out. And that they used the blue and the green to steal from Jay Beswick or Greg Faust or anybody else. Robo Rapist Knight, you're a fucking moron. Because he had Bernard who had written his Carney. That's why you guys nightmared the kids. Stupid. You guys were already in evolved space, Carney man. You can't re-evolve it because you guys started out in a different, consciousness, not in a sense a different physics, but a different state of mind. That's how fucking dumb you guys are. Red Randy and them. Then they come around with the Negroes, Jonestown, and them going pretending that they're doing something, but they're just running in the same mode of the grift. Biggest Street, Jamaica Street. That's all it is. I can prove that Ellery lied to her. And then you guys restack it and go, we're God. No, you're not. You're fucking idiots. You're trying to re-evolve it after you destroyed it. That's why I know they're murderers and thieves. And they repeated the process. Check and balance. Baseline. Testing a theory. But that's what he did. And when it failed, when he didn't get what he wanted out of the kid, they android it. And then so Joe might be up there, but it pretty much proves that he slaughtered them. That's what I'm saying. That's their whole plan. That's why they did the Carney Tick Dump. That's why Red Randy's showing up in neighborhoods. That's why they're doing it on relatives. That's why Bernard's obsessed. They exited out to steal other people's shit. Now they don't know how to evolve to get back in. Like I said, did you know when they first turned it on, they had the same problem? Because before any of that stuff, like I said, there was already evolved society. That's probably where you and me, Brian, existed. But we didn't live too long. And that's why Robo Rapist Knight's always is obsessed with the kids of the relatives, because he's afraid that they'll remember. And that's why they fuck them. It's to own them. But basically, they exited out. They got people to build one. They exited out. And then they'd steal for people. And then they run the Carney Tinker Dump. The Reds. Then they have Randy and whoever run around with the Hillbilly Squad. They're all pissed. They're like, why can't we evolve it? Because you destroyed the time space that it was evolved in. And you guys live in opposition. You guys believe that it's those men who created it. And it isn't. If he had a black and a white out of here, it didn't last too long. So, like I said, that's why when they had a blue, they went around stealing. So you can only assume when Ellery's crybabying over that black and green and never belonged to him, he tricked her. And then they swap in Perlita and then the ghetto style. That's why they're all fat and nasty and gross. So you can profess Karen and Perlita if you want and Don Wiley, but you're not, the group of you ain't telling the truth. Why did you backhandle into Florida? But that was a lie. So Brian's all running around trying to save his friends and you guys are lying. So, but she tried to evolve it. It was ran by a woman and they're always been jealous of her. So, it's always about the one I love and Harry and them going, well, this one, that one. So let them have it. They're the ones that created the problem. They're the ones racist and dumb, thinking, it's going to give them purity again. But guess what, Harry and Dave and Perlita? Ellery and them exited out. And then they basically, like I said, sent in their stuff to steal from everyone and told everybody about it. So, and then the Negroes run around, look, we're creating God. No, you guys are creating a mess. So, there's not much you can do with that kind of damage. but they androided it, and so because nobody wanted to help them again, so they pray that it'll automatically remote control its way there, and it might eventually. But I think the women have kind of already figured it out, or are on their own track to education to get away from the group of you. Because I know my old theory still works, but will most of you guys people see it? Probably not.